Well, I'm all dressed up for the final funeral rites of the great queen, mother of us, the Asante Kingdom, Nana Ufua-Kobe the second. You are welcome to my inauguration today, 4 p.m. at the Gambian Embassy in Dakar. That is the latest tweet from the president-elect of the Gambia. Even with 90 days state of emergency declared by Yahya Jammeh, Adama Barrow is keen on getting sworn in as the president of the Gambia. Not on the soil of Gambia, the land he was voted for, but in Dakar, the capital of neighboring Senegal. And this is one of the biggest stories making the rounds on both traditional and social media. Hi, my name is Victor Brache, and this is Joy News Interactive. You are watching the show live on Joy News channel on Multi TV, as well as Go TV channel 144 and DSTV 421. Join the conversation right now on Facebook and on Twitter, and address is Joy News on TV. To our first story now. Adama Barrow won the elections in Gambia on 2nd December 2016, and the incumbent president, Yahya Jammeh, called to congratulate him and concede defeat. Just some few weeks into the jubilation in that country, Yahya Jammeh went back on his conceding words and rejected the results from the Independent Electoral Commission. This result is getting ECOWAS. This resulted in getting ECOWAS intervening by sending its representatives, which included John Dramani Mahama, former president of Ghana, Johnson Sirleaf of Liberia, and Buhari of Nigeria. But persuasion, as they say, failed, and force is yet to be applied. Most of the ministers who have resigned, including Higher Education Minister, is based on the decision that Yahya has decided. So Yahya Jammeh declared a 90-day state of emergency, raising 5 reasons why he was taking such actions. It is not only his ministers who have resigned, also his vice president. It is also unclear how Adama Barrow will rule Gambia from Senegal. But we shared a post on Facebook, our Facebook wall. I'm going to read a couple of your comments when we put up a post. Judith Amankwa Mensah says, Africa, God help us to have a mind that will always make Africa a living heaven. This is my humble prayer. I also think that they should do to him what they did to the president of Cote d'Ivoire. We have Magani Stephen, who says, stop plagiarizing the international media and go there yourself and bring us the news if you think you are competent enough. Okay, Magani, we are doing that. Mate Humble, it says, it's sad seeing fellow Africans running for their lives all because of the interest of 2 persons in their quest for political power. God help Africa with generational thinkers and bless our continent with peace and stability. Prince Nuruddin Baumia says, in fact, Yahya Jammeh has disgraced Africa in general and now seen as a serious threat to the peace and security of Gambia. Indeed, if persuasion fails, force must be applied, period. And then Edwin Akan, who says, ECOWAS leaders should have been very careful on the kind of actions they take. Forcing to swear in Adama Barrow could have negative effects on Gambia if Yahya Jammeh strikes. If they really want peace, then they should enable all the institutions to hear Yahya's case. We have Sana Mohammed, who says it's too early to send troops to Gambia. They should have keep on persuading him for some time. War cannot be the only option, and they should remember what happened in Libya. We have Gilbert, who says at Bologatanga, says, so has Nanado tried to evacuate the Ghanaian nationals there? What he can do is to quickly send 205 troops to Gambia. No priority in that decision. We have Shehu Omar Ahmed, who says, this is fiction, Bangui, in the capital city of Central Africa Republic, not Senegal. Media propaganda. Okay, all right. Dankwa James says, go there and give us live report. And then we have Aliu Mahama, who says, oh, it's a pity for them. Innocent citizens are going to suffer. Francis Anoche says, ECOWAS is just acting like the only big boy in a classroom who is only good at bullying the young feeble ones. Due to the Gambians' population, ECOWAS wants to show off. Okay, we have Certified Makin, who also shares his post an hour ago. We have Kojo Asamoah, who says Africans and their crave for power, even when you very much aware of the consequences. And God help my fellow poor souls in Gambia. And we have Martin Ohene Ampon, who says you chop 22 years and you don't want to commot. He not gets Mahama in number. He's asking. Hassan Ghani says, I doubt if Yaya Jammeh or what's his name is a true Muslim. It's not quite clear. We have Dankwa James coming back to say, sharing with us what he thinks. The same as Yakubu Salifu Obed Francis Quason says Jammeh is really a disgrace to Africa. We have Flex K. Jamin, who says, oh, this man wanna end his life because of politics. It's the voice of God. David Foley says, need live coverage. Yao Samson says, Africa. Nana Magos says, Ghana Lottery forecast, hashtag Fortune Thursday. Then he continues to tell us what his views are on the on Facebook. You can also join the conversation. Tell us what you think about what is happening in Gambia, and we'll read your comments on Facebook. The 4-day barrier writes off. So we're reading a couple of your tweets and also your comments on Facebook. We're going to read a couple of it right here on this screen. We have Gambia crisis. British tourists flee as West African forces poised to intervene to remove Yaya. So we're going to read a couple of your comments on Twitter right now. We have one from Kafuide, who says, I would like to inform you that he retweeted Adama Barrow 3 hours ago. He says, I would like to inform you that the inauguration ceremony is going to take place at the Gambian embassy in Dakar, Senegal, hashtag Gambia. We're going to read a couple of your comments under this particular tweet from Adama Barrow. We have Juma, who says, I'm not going to involve my soldiers in a stupid fight. That's the word he used. I love my men. General Osman Banjlo tweeted some 10 hours ago in relation to whether they are going to have a head-to-head with the soldiers that have been sent over to go and get Jammeh off the seat. So that the hashtag Gambia is now trending on Twitter. You can also join the hashtag and tell us what you think. Akwatisapon says a Google search for hashtag Gambia president came up with drum roll, and then he shows a picture of the two presidents. We have the Adama Barrow and Yaya Jammeh showing. I remember exactly when the same thing happened. Google also gave the two presidents as John Dramani Mahama and Nana Akufo-Addo, and later they had to change it when the inauguration service happened. We have Julius Afede, who says, at Joy 997, by force Gambia streets are empty, so as Kumasi streets. What's happening? He's asking. Gambia awaits while Kumasi mourns, hashtag Joy SMS. We have Sabrina, who says, confirmed that 4 young men arrested yesterday in Banjul by military in shop selling. Okay, it's not very clear what he's saying. He said hashtag Gambia has decided. BBC Africa also sent a tweet, says Gambia's Yaya Jammeh is a military man, but will stop his troops put their lives on the line. But will he stop his troops to put their lives on the line to keep him in power? We have BBC coming back to do another tweet, says, why do we put into bracket D in front of Gambia? And a lot of people have shared, retweeted, and shared their thoughts on this particular tweet from the BBC. Al Jazeera News also says, Gambia faces prospects of military intervention after last-ditch attempt to convince Jammeh to step down fails. And then they show a picture of Jammeh, and then with a caption, military intervention looms as Jammeh clings to power. And we have another one from News at the Globe saying, Gambia Army Chief says troop will not fight intervention. So these are the conversations happening on Twitter. I'm reading a couple of the comments here. We have my one from the Musovini, who says, my friend at President Obiang of Equatorial Guinea is holding office legally, and so is I. Is the people who elected us. Hashtag Gambia. Then we have Ruben Abeti Ruben Abati says, can we have a proper Twitter handle for hashtag Adama Barrow before 4 p.m.? And then that's what he's asking. But earlier on, Museveni is the president for Uganda. My friend, he said, my friend at President Obiang of Equatorial Guinea is holding office illegally, and so is I. And then he says it's the people who elected us, hashtag Gambia. So you can go on Twitter and join the conversation. Tell us what you are thinking, all right? And tell us what your views are for this particular happening in Gambia. Moving on. The 4-day burial rites of the late Asantehemaa Nana Efia Sewa Kobi Ampem II ends today with a burial service to be held in her honor at Menchia. The service would be led by the Anglican Church in Kumasi. It is after the church service that the chiefs of Asante would take her to the Bamu in Breman, which is the final resting place of all kings and queens of Asante. But before we go into how Kumasi will be today, there is something that has been or has caught the attention of many on social media. So he brought Kumasi to us in still pictures. He presented to us a rich culture in black and white images along with colored ones. If you're photographing in color, you show a couple of the images that will represent what is happening in Kumasi. We are going to bring you still pictures of Yao Pare and Emmanuel Bobie as they were in Kumasi. But right now on your screens, you can see what is happening in the Ashanti region right now. Take a look. We will back and continue with the still pictures from Yao Pare and Emmanuel Bobie. Okay, so we are going. Okay, so there is a live feed from Kumasi region. We're going for a quick break. When we come back, we have more for you. So there are a lot of pictures on social media about what is going on in Kumasi. These still pictures were taken by Yao Pare and Emmanuel Bobie. We have a couple of our pictures we're going to show you, but that's not the only thing happening. Kwabena and Safwa wrote on his Facebook wall, and I read, it says, the current wave of the current row of sensationalization on social media is so tempting that I am tempting that I foresee few irresponsible royals at the palace leaking demeaning pictures. Imagine semi-naked images of the king in Dante. And then he continues to say, holding a gun and flanked by Abrafo, walking from Bantama to Breman Mausoleum, floating on virtual platforms. When intrusive modernity becomes inimical to sacred tradition, we wait to see. So this was a post that was shared by Kwabena and Safwa on Facebook a day ago. We're going to read a couple of your comments on Facebook on these particular pictures you can see on your screen. We have Francis Anochi says, I am not surprised at the comment that says to disregard the culture of the great people of Asantehemaa. If you, into bracket, those with negative comments, have no tradition to uphold, leave my kingdom alone. Okay, so that's what Francis Anochi has written on Facebook. Boniface Freeway says, are we saying this can happen in any other part of Ghana? Schools and markets have been closed down because of the dead. Okay. Brahma Amadou says, slowing down productivity for the sake of tradition or culture, then we go hungry with complaints. Absurd. That's what he says. When will we as a people take a second look at this abuse of power and grow? Culture is dynamic. Ben Bella says, have Joy News run out of entertainment news? These stories no longer sell. People are wiser now. That's what he says. Okay, we have Edwin saying, may her soul rest in perfect peace. We will all die one day, and after that, judgment. So we got to accept Jesus Christ and live a righteous life. We have Richard, who says, all fingers are not equal. We have royals and we have spectators, all from this kingdom. But if it comes to burial, some would be buried irrespective, while some will just go empty-handed. Avevo Hope says, life without Christ is led to hell. even when she herself never gave her life to Jesus. Or okay, it's not very clear. We have Solomon Tete who says, did we do something to ensure the safety of Ghanaians in Gambia before sending the troops? We have Prince Nuruddin who says, I hope this wouldn't cripple our economy. Anyway, is the key to success and should not be allowed. We have Sana Mohammed who says, who is a man? A man is the one who will go to Menshia Palace 8 o'clock p.m. today and shout, we are in a democratic country and I know my rights. Like, your rights will become a left. And it ends with a laughing out loud. We have Asare Godfred who says, rest in peace, Asantehemaa. Proudly Akan. In Tobago, have Ashanti and have Bono. And then we have Q says, why is the world so silent on the mass genocide going on in West Cameroon? And Emmanuel comes in to say, hope no more heads are beheaded. Again, this last minute. Ace Opoku Zoe says, is shutting down a whole city necessary? Ace, I believe it should be. You have Yao Adi Dako who says, governments will lose revenue, Papa, or mine Ghana. And then Kennedy Ado says, may her soul rest in perfect peace. So these are some of the comments on Facebook. We would want you to keep sending in your comments on Facebook and on Twitter. We're going to read them as we go on with this with the show. So moving on, as Adama Barrow seeks to be sworn in Senegal and Yahya Jammeh refusal to leave power, Barack Obama is leaving office today, which means it will finally pave the way for Trump to fully take charge of the United States of America. We will be speaking to Eddie Ame, a social media enthusiast and a journalist with CNN, and a journalist. CNN has also been sharing some videos that we'll be bringing to your attention, but we'll be going on our Facebook wall to read a couple of comments on what people think about Obama leaving office today. So yeah, we're going on our Facebook page to read a couple of your comments. So keep sending your messages and all that we can read on our Facebook page. So as I was saying, Obama is leaving office today. You could see pictures earlier on our news deck and news deck on our screen of him packing out of his house to his new location. We'll be crossing to Eddie Ahmed for more information on that one. But we'll also be reading a couple of our Facebook posts and also Twitter messages that you've been sending to us. Let's go for a quick break. When we come back, we have more for you on that. Okay, so those were pictures of some of the things that are being moved into the new residence of Barack Obama. So I want to say, I'm going to tell my producers and directors that Trump is coming. I don't know where they're going to pass. Imagine people saying Trump is coming at Agbobulushi. Where would they pass? So yeah, we asked a question on Facebook about what Obama's last days in office is. Opoku Zoe says he's done a good job and made a difference, but I still believe they, into bracket, president of the USA, are all controlled by higher powers. It's a hashtag conspiracy theories or truth. And we have Majua Nyako Abronoma who says Barack brought strength to the black race in America, and he brought the presidency alive with his charisma. His wife, Michelle, another woman that stood by her man through it all. In summary, Barack and his family were the voice of the African American, the black race, Asian in America. And then he says, wishing the Obamas an amazing journey to this new chapter in their lives. So we have Edwin Akan who says, I am disappointed in him for his inability to have a positive impact on Africa. He influenced the killings and bombing around the globe, especially the death of Gaddafi. And we have Kenneth Ofori who says, this dude should leave office already. Disgrace to Africa and the whole world. And he says he even bombed nations more than Bush. I supported him till recent years. We have Bright, who says, I watched every moment of his inauguration, loved and cherished him, but after he issued a direct challenge, giving people the right to be gays and lesbians. We have Abdul Waris Abdullah, who says, first of all, glory to God and Obama for excellent leadership. Also proved to the world that a black man is capable of ruling them all. I wish Obama and his family well. Thank you. And we have Yao Zomeku, who says, thank you, Barack Obama. You did well. You did your part. Whilst Yaya Jame is here feeling like Satan's firstborn. And we have Prince Nuruddin Baomi, who says, congratulations. And I think posterity will judge him too, as former President Mahama indicated. Solomon Tete says, did we do anything at all to ensure the safety of Ghanaians in Gambia before sending those troops? We have Justice Brethren, who says, nothing better. He was there when they killed Mohammed Gaddafi. And then Sana Mohammed says, congratulations, sir. You were a man of wisdom, but you did many things which go contrary to the norms of the society. Gay and going of many wars. Okay, gay, passing the gay rights, and then many wars that the U.S. Army were engaged in. And we have Zivago Q, who says, why is the world so silent on the mass genocide going on in West Cameroon? So these are some of the comments on Facebook. You can also join us and share your comments with us. We're going to read a couple of your messages when we get the chance to do so. So yeah, these are some of the comments on Facebook. Join us, send us your comments. The conversation does not end here. It continues online on Twitter, on Facebook, and also on YouTube. My name has been Victor Brache. This has been Joy News Interactive. Thank you for joining us. We come back same time tomorrow.